What's up, guys? It is Tuesday. It's July 24th. Probably like 9:30 or 10. Anyways, this is probably like the third or fourth take for this video. Um, I was gonna write some things out because basically this is a talking video, and I just wanted to talk about a couple things and kind of the direction of this channel. I know, so I'll be going back to school in August 25th, and I want to put out content while I'm in school. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than it is during the summer, but I want to continue doing this. But anyways, the direction of my YouTube channel has been kind of like weird for me because like I look back at my videos and I'm just kind of putting workouts out there and not really giving like any kind of information. My workouts are pretty not basic at all. My workouts are pretty hard and difficult, and like even for me, like they'll have me sore for days. Um, so I guess what I'm what I want to do is start doing these videos where I do a little bit of a talking and then do a little bit of showing you an example of like it's kind of like just me giving tips and tricks on how I work out and how I used to work out, how I work out now, what I think is best for me and maybe for you, depending whether it's working out or dieting. I just want to have like a better role in how you guys lift. I know I only have probably like 90 subscribers or less. Anyways, so I guess what I first want to talk about today is basically my journey in lifting. So I've been lifting I've been working out into fitness for 6 to 7 years. I started off with push-ups and calisthenics, which is just all body weight stuff, and then eventually worked my way up into weights. And I guess my first tip is to not let your ego lift for you, because you will end up in a bad spot eventually. So when I first started lifting, I didn't lift too much. I was in shape, but hold on, it's like right out there. And it's just like super weird for me to record while people are around. No, I'm busy. I'm doing a video. Anyways, the biggest tip I want to do, the biggest tip that I can give you is to not ego lift, just for your safety and for future gains. Um, when I first went in the weight room, I didn't lift too much. I was above average for never lifting at all. But eventually, when I worked my way up to squatting 3 plates and benching 2 plates, and then even higher than that, I feel like I got pretty reckless. I remember in high school when I was getting to 3 plates. Like I did warm up sets and things like that, but my working on my mobility, working on stretching, and making sure that I roll out my legs was not a big priority for me. I kind of just wanted to go in and smash the weights. Wanted to go hard and just kind of move the weight around like it was nothing. Like I wanted to make 3 plates baby weight and wanted to make 2 plates baby weight. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling it now, that I'm this far in. I go in and I have to roll out every single session. I have to roll out, have to stretch my best, have to do a lot of warm ups. If you've ever seen any of my workout plans, I am giving workout plans out, and I'm also training a couple people right now. Not for money, just because I enjoy doing it and I love helping people grow. And if you look at all the workouts that I do, I do like a ton of warm ups. So like I will stretch, roll, do some banded stuff, and then go into like a pre-exhaust pump. So let's say for leg day, I will do something banded, which is probably like a shuffle, or maybe a body weight squat with bands if I have the bands available. And then after that, I will go into leg extensions for maybe 4 sets of 20, and then I'll do lunges, bodyweight lunges for 4 sets of 20, and then I'll make sure that just trying to get my knees and everything loose, feeling good. And usually I'll have 3 workouts in order to warm up for my full workout. And the workout before, most people that I take through a workout for the first time will be gassed, or they will feel the workout after the 3 warm-up exercises that I do, which is pretty crazy because for me, that's like what I'm comfortable with, and that's what I know will keep me safe in the weight room. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is just that you need to be careful when you first working out. I know that like when I was I'm still young, but when I was younger, I just didn't really care for any of the stretching, any of the rolling out, and I just wanted to lift the weights because I thought it was cool. It was back when like social media. I guess social media in the fitness standpoint was like starting to grow like even more and more. There was influencers that I was seeing, and I was maybe 14 or 15 looking at 19, 20-year-olds, and I was like, man, I need to be there, What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm making a video.
Sorry.
It's fun.
Okay, bye.
Are you leaving?
No.
Okay.
We put the last load in the dryer.
Okay, you're just folding. Dang, dude, this thing is so bright. I can't even see your face. Your eyes are like they have blue dots all around you.
I thought you were playing your game.
Well, I was gonna play Fortnite, but then I was gonna make my video first and then play.
For YouTube?
Yeah, because I haven't uploaded in a while, and I kind of figured out what I want to like put up now.
That's good.
I don't know. We'll see how it turns out.
Be like Zayn and Heath.
Oh no, I'm not a comedian.
Come on, you can be like them.
Nah.
Alright. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, but anyways, so I was that was my cousin. I was like 14, 15, like actually from 13 to 15, I was through all my teen years, I was like, but mostly younger years, like 13, 14, 15, I was like seeing people on Instagram and YouTube, these just like fitness influencers or whatever you want to call them, and I was like, man, I gotta be that big. I need to be that big. I need to be that strong. And one of the first people that I like consistently started watching was Christian Guzman, and he was in good shape for like a 19, 20-year-old, and I forgot how old he was when I was watching him, but I would be watching him, and like I was like, man, I gotta be that big. I have to be that strong. And so I'd go in the weight room and try to push as much as possible every single time, and it was without any warm up, without anything. So I would go in there and just start benching, squatting, and like if like I'm being completely honest, my rotator cuff and shoulder still feels it from those days when I was just going in trying to be the biggest guy, be the biggest, strongest guy in the room, and like now it kind of sets me back, because it doesn't really set me back, but I just have to do a lot of warm ups, I have to be very careful with benching and squatting, deadlifting, like all the compound lifts. You just really need to be careful with those because if you don't warm up right, you can injure yourself. But even to this day, I remember I was watching his videos. The next day, I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to do 205 for 6 or 205 for 8. And I was like 14 or 15, and I was telling myself that I was going to go rep that. And I did rep it, but it was without any warm-up, without getting my elbows warmed up. And I'll tell you, I'll get into more detail in later videos when I do exercises and I talk about them. But for now, like for an example is that I would bench press, but I didn't warm up my elbows. I didn't get my triceps loose. I didn't get my shoulders loose. Everything that's involved in a bench press, I didn't warm up. And so now I have issues feeling this like whole right side of my hand. This will go numb sometimes. And even when I bench press now, I can feel like the tendons just like all this is like really, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just not right. so I have to do a lot of warm-ups, and then tricep days are very painful for me. This gets like super swollen. There's like, I mean, it's a part of the muscle, but it gets really swollen and it does not feel good on tricep days. So even I have to warm up before tricep. So the muscle that I'm working, I will make sure to do a bunch of bands, and I even do like just body weight kind of things where I just work on extending it just to get it loose and get the joints loose and kind of oiled up. But that's just an example. Besides that, there's a lot of stuff I can go on about, but I guess this is kind of what I'm going to start doing, is talking about my experiences, talking about how I've done things, what I can do better. That includes dieting, which I feel like people overthink dieting a lot. But we'll talk about that in a different video. Anyways, I hope you guys find this video interesting. I hope you guys stayed till the end, because I do have a lot of information to offer. I mean, I'm not an expert in fitness, but no one really is. You know, you kind of learn things as you go. And I understand that there's like kinesiology and there's personal training. There's all these certifications, but I mean, experience does also help a lot too. I mean, I've been there. I've made the mistakes, and even though I don't have an education in that, I do plan on getting an education. And honestly, you can find anything on the internet now. Like, you really don't need to go learn how to work out through a school. I mean, I know they probably do like the studies and they have more science behind it, but you can go watch Jeff Nippard, and his science-based workouts are amazing, and he does so much for like the fitness community. I wish everybody watched him, because he teaches you how to lift safely. He teaches you how to be have more mobility, and just everything. He covers everything. It's all science-based. He has it all backed up with the information, and he cites all his work on his screen page. It's just amazing work. But I guess what I'm going to be focusing on is my experiences as like a teen, because I did start pretty early, and I just want to, if there are any young people watching me, or even older, and you're trying to get back into it, or younger and you're trying to start getting into it, I just hope you watch these videos and take a little bit away from it. And I guess closing, I guess we'll say that I don't know, I'll do a poll. If anybody watches this video, leave a comment of what you'd like to hear me talk about, and I'll mention this at the beginning of the video, so you guys know that you should leave a comment about what you want me to cover. And I will do this by talking, getting footage, and then I'm gonna learn how to like edit and point things out on my mechanics and things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time.